And if I'm not going to get extra legendaries for doing it on expert each time, or, you know, a better chance of getting certain weapons, I'm not going to fuck with it. You know, the objective for me is to get the Ikelos weapons, not fuck around on expert mode. If I wanted to just fuck around on expert mode, I'd go do one of the other exotic missions. Namely, the Whisper. Anyway, alright folks, welcome to Fallout Friday. Bethesda, Obsidian, whoever the fuck needs to get on the ball as far as making this game actually cross-plat. You're good, Solar. You're good.
Oh no, but it's actually kind of funny.
I gotta grab the...
It is a power sword, and upon overheat, it explodes.
Gotta grab the Rumble chat, because for some reason Rumble doesn't have good integration with OBS or Streamlabs. I don't understand why. Who knows, maybe my sister will tune in. Her and her 8 kids. And no, I'm not kidding. That's not sarcasm. That's not being facetious. My sister literally has 8 kids.
Find, protect, and preserve.
Uranium fever!
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need
Oh.
to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes.
Well. Let me look into that shit.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew.
Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. Anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here. Ad Victorium. Go home. Let us take care of things here.
Huh. Well, whatever.
I know how to fix.
Stream's only gonna be for 2 hours today, people. I got yard work and shit to do.
I hope I'll get to meet them.
Never mind the fucking 30 million times I have to run through the fucking Seraph bullshit on Destiny 2. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright. Just making sure that I'm not getting any crossbleed from OBS.
Teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
I just figured I'd make sure because I have noticed occasionally it can fuck off.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack,
Eat Auto X, you creepy mole fuckers. You're taking radiation. No, I'm taking health.
Terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quality increased. Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased.
Auto axe goes brrrr.
Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Extraction is complete. Extractors must complete cleaning and ventilation process before continuing operation. Please vacate.
level or video cutscene by writing more efficient and intelligent code. 300 gigabytes launches unfinished.
Fucking facts. Uh-oh. Okay, I understand one of the messages, because it's Melinda. We were talking on the computer, not the phone. Excuse me. I always found that quite amusing that they fit a 750 megabit game on a 74 megabyte cartridge by writing better code. And yet now all our games are over, well, not all of them, but a majority of them are over 100 gigs and are oftentimes released unfucking finished. Starting to miss the N64 days quite a bit. Nuh-uh. Now I'm actually thinking about terminating Fallout Friday. No one watches it. The game's very uninteresting most of the time. Unless there's an event going on, and those don't seem to happen enough. And even when there is, as far as like viewing the content goes, it's really not entertaining. What do you guys think? Rick? Solar? Fallout 76, good streaming material or no? What's your opinion? Well, I was just saying, like, it feels like there's not really much going on in the game right now unless they have some random fucking event pop off. And I don't mean like your generalized daily event bullshit. I mean like Mothman or some shit. I kind of feel like unless you have that going on, even if you had other people in here, it wouldn't be very interesting to watch. Unless you're doing like guides or shit and shit like that. And even then, you're not so much streaming as you are just making walkthroughs on a stream. That's like just about the least intelligent way to fucking do it, to be honest. But this isn't the only Fallout game either. And I do have access to the other Fallout titles. It's just, this one seemed like the best idea at the time because I was thinking, you know, online multiplayer has random public events, yada yada yada. Maybe it would be, you know, decent to watch or whatever. And then when you actually stop and you look at the viewership for this game as a whole on stuff like Twitch and Kick and whatever, it's way down on the list. I mean, it is way down there. So I guess there's just not really a big interest in the game. I probably should look into getting something a little bit more, something a little higher on the list, but I am not playing fucking Fortnite. I would rather piss glass than even touch Fortnite. I'd rather have someone shoot the tannerite that I'm shitting out while I'm shitting it out than play Fortnite. Are you kidding? Fuck that game. It's just a greedy fucking cash grab at this point. It's not even a... Oh, it's still a battle royale. Yeah, that basically makes little kids scream at their parents until they get the fucking V-Bucks for their fucking skins or whatever. No, fuck you. Oh, I want to play Spooderman, but I don't have the V-Bucks, Mom! Yeah, no thanks. Fuck that game. And all the games like it. Oh yeah, no, the whole thing... Dude, Fortnite itself is a fucking ripoff, like, directly from PUBG. PUBG came first. And actually, PUBG didn't come first. It was a World War Z mod. Or DayZ, my bad. Same fucking concept, though. Yeah, well, Arma was the originator for most of that shit, but like, as far as, like, directly ripping the coding, yeah, it was fucking DayZ. It was a literally, PUBG started out as a DayZ mod. And then fucking Fortnite ripped off fucking PUBG. And no one ever gave them the proper fucking credit or paid them for any of the fucking coding that they stole or any of that bullshit. Fuck Fortnite right in its fucking asshole. At least PUBG, despite, you know, being a basically rip on Arma, at least they had the credit of not being a direct fucking rip. Yeah. Whereas Fortnite, they just directly ripped it from fucking PUBG. They didn't even bother to give them credit either. No. Fuck them. A fucking bunch of rip-off artists and scammers, if you ask me. That's my fucking opinion. Fuck Fortnite. Oh yeah, there are, but like, fucking Fortnite, no. No, it's not. But that's not really just... But that's not really the big reason I fucking hate Fortnite. The big reason as to why I hate fucking Fortnite is because it led to this annoying culture of the fucking corporate elites that run our fucking favorite game dev studios nowadays. And they saw that it was a cash cow and they said, oh, hey, we can do this thing. And it's like, yeah, and then you focused all your effort on fucking battle royales, fucked over every other game type by putting a shit ton of resources into one game type that, to be honest with you, if you actually looked at the gaming community as a whole, only a minority of people actually fucking enjoyed, because you saw money. All you saw was fucking dollar signs, because it's all you care about. Most of the fucking CEOs that own these fucking publishing companies and these fucking game dev firms aren't even gamers themselves. They just see dollar bills. I hate it. Fuck them. If they don't want to have any part in the fucking process of making a game or understanding what their company fucking makes, they don't need to be in charge of the shit. They need to go do something else. because it shows a lack of fucking any sort of quality control from the top down. It really does. And I hate it. That fucker who runs who owns Take-Two and Gearbox is no fucking exception. He got on fucking, what was it, Fox News or MSNBC, and outright admitted that he wasn't a fucking gamer. All he was there for was the fucking money. And the fucking profit margins. I'm like, okay, well, you realize that you're gonna get money if you make good games, right? Not let your fucking underlings go off and mouth off to the fucking public on Twitter and tell them they're not real fans if they're not willing to pay $80 fucking for a fucking video game. Maybe you should rein that shit in and actually take the time to play the games that your fucking companies are making. Because if you don't, you're out of touch with your customer base and you're basically just fucking over your own business. That's like making fucking ice cream and not eating the shit. Like, how are you supposed to know what it's gonna fucking taste like? Oh, I guess the aliens are still here. Hooray. Tired of dealing with them. You know what? I think I'm gonna restart the stream and go do something else. I think Fallout Friday is officially fucking dead. The only people who quote-unquote tune in on Fridays are literally the bots offering to expand your audience. It's like, yeah, with what? Bots? No thank you. I want real fucking people, not, you know... I don't know the difference. Hmm. I couldn't... I could not be paid to fucking care about this game right now.
It is fucking amazing.
But I do know one Fallout that's always going to be interesting. Even if it is an older one.
Hey man, I got a question for you. Bolt gun or plasma gun?
What are you fighting against? Literally, what are your targets? Bolt.
Then I'll go ahead and do the job. Sure.
I'd probably just stick with a bolt gun. Better ballistics, if you catch my drift. I'll just keep playing 76 until New Vegas friggin' downloads, I guess. Actually, a proper remaster of fucking New Vegas could be pretty good. If they didn't fuck it up. I'll just do side missions. Fuck the events. I'm so tired of doing them. Every time I get on here, it's all I do is events, 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 events. It's boring. So we're going to go to Hemlock Holes. I'd make a balls and holes joke, but I don't have the... My brain hasn't processed enough caffeine yet. Now see what... If I were Bethesda, here's what I'd do with 76. I get a hold of the guys responsible for the Halo 3 Forge system, and I'd start asking if I could implement some of the systems from that. We have a golf course in fucking Fallout 76. I want the golf club from Halo 3, and I want to punt zombies into fucking radiating giant holes. That's what I want to do. That's what I want. That would make this shit hilarious. Like, just the most ADHD fucking... And all you do is you see the Halo 3 physics launching him into a fucking radiated hole somewhere. I mean, come on. That. I mean, I get it. It's an outdated blah blah. Who gives a fuck? It was fun. It was fun. Okay? Launching other players across a map with a golf club was fun. In fact, do I have Master Chief Collection downloaded still? Yep. Sure do. Which means I have access to the Forge. Good. And actually, I'm going to be using the forge, and you're going to kind of laugh at this, to design the house that I'm building on the other side of my grandmother's garage after I buy this fucking property. Yeah, me and Vermeil were buying this 2 3/4 acres that my Gram's house is on. And it's just a modular home. It's a trailer. So we're going to go put like a 3-4 bedroom house on the other side of the garage and give like plenty of fucking space between the house that we're building and the yard that we're in right now. That way, when 2 years passes and my mom needs a place to fucking live, I can just fork over the trailer part of things and her and my stepdad can have a place to live. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of my mother meandering around the fucking country looking for a place to live. I'm so sick and tired of watching that happen. She's my mother. And I know that what the Bible says about cleaving to your wife and all that shit, but like, that's still no excuse for watching my mom live like a fucking vagrant. Okay? I don't believe in that shit. And besides, if I give her a place to live and it's nearby to us, no. Fuck you, Deathclaw. No. You know what? I'm already in a pissy mood this morning because I fucking went to go to the bathroom and had some shit happen. Okay? No. Actually, you can ask Rick. Things were going just fine earlier when we were doing the fucking Seraph Shield thing. But then I had to go to the bathroom before we left, and I almost didn't make it, and I've been having digestive issues ever since. Of course, it doesn't help that I'm downing a fucking 300 milligram monster, but whatever. On top of which I have to plan for a wedding that's in less than 2 weeks. And I'm not even remotely feeling Fallout 76 today. Not even close. I could give a shit less about holding workshops. I get so much scrap from just playing this game. Like, my character gets so much shit. I don't even know what to do with it all. No, it's just too bad that I couldn't just, bounce into here. Click on, let's see here, Rick. Yeah, it's too bad I couldn't just invite you to game through the Xbox app. I think it's kind of stupid that that's not a feature. Yeah, I don't care.
Face the wasteland without the proper supply.
Well, it's not, alright, so it's not just the wedding, it's not just the bowel issues, it's also the fact that I also have to, I gotta get those weapon plans from the Seraph shit.
Be sure to stop up while you can.
When in doubt, frag and find out. Which would have been funnier if I had my old paperweight. I used to actually have a decommissioned frag grenade that I used as a paperweight. I gotta see if I can find another one when I go back to a military surplus store. In fact, I gotta wait until I get the Ford fixed. Because I don't think this Hyundai will make the trip to Conway. That is a long ride. I was just thinking I could snag my soon-to-be wife and we could go over to Conway and go to the military surplus store. I should get 2 of them. Get some silver-looking Velcro panels to go over it, and some shotgun shell holders, and put it all on my bulletproof vest to make it look like the Armamentorium vest from Destiny 2. Just to fuck with people. Except I've been keeping it all black because I have the skull patch, the Punisher skull patch for it, so... See, here in Maine, interesting story, our individual towns don't actually have SWAT teams. We have neighbors. And we have a very simplistic deputization process in the state of Maine. A sheriff walks up to you, you sign a piece of paper, and he says, go do thing. It's literally that simple. Oh, and he gives you a copy to hang on to. You're not actually supposed to kill anyone, but if the situation called for it, I guess you could. But it'd have to be under orders from the sheriff himself. Kill the cultists!
Shepherd me to the light.
The fuck is with this totem? And why does it sound like it's talking to me? Yeah, I'm getting away from that. But, I mean, yeah, actually, Maine is really interesting when it comes to stuff like deputizations and conscriptions and shit. So, we don't actually... The state of Maine does not need the federal government's permission to defend its borders. In fact, our governor has the right written in the Maine Constitution to defend the borders of the state by any means necessary, including forcible conscription. Not that she'd have to force me. I might not like the bitch. I might think she's a drug-addled moron. But if someone came to my state looking for a fucking fight, they found what they were fucking looking for. And I would not be the only one doing it either. No. This thing people don't realize. You go down on the coast of Maine and you go down to our fucking cities. You go down to our cities and everyone's like typical city bullshit, you know. You got crime and whatever else. You go out to us country blokes, you're fucking with the wrong crowd when you come out to the countryside in Maine and try to cause problems. See, and that's kind of the funny thing about the state. The governor can try to ban whatever weapon she fucking wants, and that may fly in the cities and in Augusta and wherever else. The rest of us, though, yeah, no, we're not going to pay attention to that bullshit. We're going to have whatever fucking guns we want. We're not going to give a damn what she says. Or the legislature, for that matter, because generally speaking, we know they're a bunch of corrupt fucking idiots who wouldn't know proper defense of a state, you know, if it were to smash them upside the fucking head. Aliens could invade, and they would sit there and panic and try to make friends with the things that are trying to eat their fucking face, while the rest of us are sitting there laughing at their stupidity. Hell, most of us don't even obey the fucking laws that are on the books already. That's just the way it is here. Oh, you have to get your vehicle inspected every year. Yeah, well, as long as the sticker's color is the same in the fucking windshield, generally speaking. Yup. Generally speaking, if the sticker is the same color in the windshield, a cop is not going to pull you over for that shit here. They have better things to do with their times, and most of the time that better thing is sitting on their cell phone pulling their fucking meat cord. So, you know, just saying. Or yeah, well, actually, see, that's another thing too. Like, most of our cops, I say pulling their meat cord, most of our fucking cops, they go out, quote-unquote, on duty, and they're mostly just sitting there eating donuts and drinking coffee with the locals. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way our cops are. Yeah. I mean, alright, so for the most part, yes. But when you get the new guy, who's a new hire, fresh out of the fucking academy, and he doesn't know better, man, that's annoying. Because they have a fucking stick up their ass, and they act like they have a point to prove, and... We had one here in Livermore Falls. We had one of those here in Livermore Falls once. He pulled me over because my taillight was out. He was trying to write me a fucking fix-it ticket, and his partner's like, dude, he's one of the town auto mechanics. Put the fucking book away. We pulled him over. We told him his taillight's out. I get out of the car. I thump the side of the fucking car, and the taillight goes back on. And I said, it does that. I'll look into it. You know, and I did. And here he is, even after I fix it. I go to get out of my car, and he's putting his hand on his gun like he's got PTSD or some shit. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking Maine. Take a fucking chill pill, sit your fucking ass down, and let me do what I do. And his partner was supposed to be training him in the ways of our fucking town. And this... Oh... He almost did. And this was before I started wearing the Punisher skull T-shirts around town just to fuck with him. I literally, that's what started the Punisher skull thing. He's sitting there getting ready to pull his gun, and I'm like, unless you want to fucking eat that damn gun, bullets and all, I highly advise you to take your fucking hand off of it. I am from a full family of police and military. You're not getting that gun out of its fucking holster. Take your hand off and fucking chill the fuck out. Alright? It's just a fucking taillight. I got out, I fixed it, I got back in the fucking car, and he muttered something about calling me Frank fucking... He started muttering something about calling me Frank fucking Castle or some shit, and I'm like, dude, as far as you're concerned, I might as fucking well be, okay? I could do your job in my fucking sleep. This damn town has nothing interesting in it. There's not that much crime, and the crimes that do happen, usually and generally speaking, unless it's something severe or involves kids, generally speaking, they just get left the fuck alone because it's not really anything major. You're in the wrong fucking town if you're trying to make your bones for some shit. So, you know, just to fuck with him, I wear the Punisher skull t-shirt. I got like 7 of the damn things. I change them every day and I wear them every day. It's funny. I've actually been taken to wearing them on stream. Oh, look, a robot. Dying. As if we haven't killed enough robots already. Ain't that right, Rick? Haven't we killed enough robots today? Those stupid brig mechs are fucking annoying. But... oh, yeah. Oh, look, it's a bunch of shipping containers. I know exactly where I am. It's one of the workshop areas, and I don't give a shit. The sad part about that is that this game doesn't give me a reason to give a shit about workshops anymore. I get everything that I can get from a workshop. I get as generalized fucking loot. So, I guess that's kind of the problem, really. I've always considered Fallout to be more of like a survival game, and yet it feels like there's like no fucking survival required in this title. Like, I feel like they hand you everything on a golden platter. Which is probably mostly due to the fact that, you know, my character is set up to get basically everything for fucking free. But... there is one thing in 76 that I need to do. I need to re-unlock the treasury fucking vault, whatever the hell that place is called. The one where you can go talk to Reg. I don't want to do that right now. Not right now. I wonder if OBS would let me edit my streaming data while I'm streaming. I'd probably have to go off to the individual platforms and change shit. Maybe. Yeah. Actually... no, I can't do that. Well, that sucks. Oh, excuse me.
The bolt gun is very powerful, but I spent half the fucking game reloading.
That's fair. Equal rights, equal fights, bitch. My mom will get a kick out of that one. Well, what's another good multiplayer game that starts with F? That would be good for fucking streaming.
I just saw that laser. I saw my left flash before my eyes. Yep, baby. I just discovered why that beef jerky was on sale. You know what? I think I'll use this moment to engage with my community, what little bit of one I have. If anyone can suggest a good multiplayer, cross-platform, either fantasy or other title that starts with the letter F that is not fucking Fortnite or Fallout 76, leave a comment. I would, but Oh, God.
because the 3 days are Minecraft Monday, Destiny Tuesday, and fucking Friday's supposed to be Fallout Friday. Well, the problem is Fallout 76 is not exactly the greatest for content. At least not 76. That being said, Fallout 4, well, torturing Preston Garvey using the build system is just kind of a pastime. But hang on, when is the 5th of next month? A Thursday. You know what? I think I know what I'll do. I have to dig out the capture card and see if I can set it up right, but I think I'm going to set it up to I think Friday's going to switch over to being a Nintendo Switch thing. Nintendo Friday or something. I'll come up with a name later, but Fallout's just not fucking doing it. And I can actually prove that by pulling up my stats, which I know you're not supposed to do that. I don't give a shit about what you're supposed to do or not supposed to do. I will talk about my numbers. And I know you're not supposed to, but again, don't give a shit. Here's the problem with Fallout Friday, right? Destiny 2, I get 102 views. Fallout Friday, I get like 9. And by the way, that's 5 hours on fucking Fallout and 5 hours on Destiny 2. The reality is that Fallout is just not, it's just not where it's at. And where we've got the new Nintendo Switch stuff, you know, coming out next month, having a dedicated day specifically for that particular system and torture testing the new Nintendo Switch 2 and going over the acres of fucking content that actually do exist on the Nintendo Switch isn't necessarily a bad idea. It really isn't. It's just... The reason I've been kind of avoiding it is because I'm the only one in my friends group that actually does multiplayer on the Switch. And my fiance, the only other person that I know that does, well, she works at McDonald's, so, you know, they dictate her schedule, whereas me, because of how we have decided to do things and everything else, the streaming is not really my primary source of income, but it is a source of income. My primary is whatever I can do around the house to get paid for, or, you know, other people's houses. I'm more of a handyman than a bootlicking worker. So, which again depends on the job that you get. Not everyone who works for someone licks boots, but a lot of the times you have to, and I just don't have the patience for that shit anymore. I really don't. Alright, before we get out of here, before we get off the stream, I will explain that one thing. I'm tired of licking companies' boots because of Walmart. Dude, go lay down. Dad's telling a story. I love you too, but I have no more beef jerky. That was the last of the beef jerky. I know you like it. I like it too. But we can only afford one bag, so go play. Go play. So, I worked for Walmart for 2 years. And on the end of my second year, the day my second year ended, they fired me. They fired me for backing a customer's vehicle into another customer's vehicle. I worked in the automotive center. And they fired me at the behest of the insurance company. The same insurance company that paid out almost $15,000 to have the whole building completely rekeyed because one of the lower level assistant managers lost his entire set of keys and he got to keep his job. I had 2 co-workers get into a fist fight where charges were almost brought, the police were involved, okay? And the insurance company was sitting there worried that they'd have to pay things out. Well, guess what? They got to keep their jobs despite almost both of them going to jail. I spent 2 years at that company kissing my store manager and my assistant manager's ass just to lose that fucking job. Alright, that was Walmart. Dollar General. I go out to help a friend get out of a bad situation. I wrap my car around a fucking tree. And the friends that I have in my party, at least one of which was in a Xbox party while I was on the phone talking to them while driving so I could stay the frig awake. I fell asleep behind the wheel and wrapped my car around a tree. While I was getting the other car from Arkansas ready to come back home, they fired me before I got home. Without even so much as a whoopsie fucking daisy. After a year of kissing my manager's and my regional manager's ass to make sure I kept my fucking job. So here's my thing. You will never be worth a damn fucking thing to any of these fucking companies, and that goes for your local manager, your regional manager, and any of your fucking co-workers or anybody that you work with. You do not matter to them. And I found that out the hard way over 3 years. They're only there for the money. They don't care whether you have a job or not. They don't care whether a position gets filled or not. They just want a paycheck. Okay? Because if they actually cared, I would have been able to keep my job. Either one of them. And that's 3 years of my fucking life wasted. Now, there are 7 other years that I have worked, both under the table and over, that were just fine. And I got along with my coworkers great. And you know what? I did find out that working for a smaller company, CM Brown is a good example of that. Here in the state of Maine, we have an oil delivery / gas station company called CM Brown. They were fine. Okay? I lost one job through them, but instead of firing me completely, they just shifted me over to another job because I made a mistake. That was fine. I was okay with that. I got to keep a job working at the same facility that I was working at prior. Did not have a problem with shifting over from doing oil delivery scheduling to working the gas pumps. It didn't bother me, okay? I mean, yeah, I took like a $1 pay cut. Big fucking deal, right? I was making enough money at the time to support myself. It did not matter either way. Let me think for a minute. Izanotsky Company, when I went to a corporation, when I went to Falls Pass, Alaska, I worked there. I was treated basically like a god because I just showed up to work every day. They were amazing people to work for, even though one of them was my stepmother. You know, but the rest of the company itself is actually owned by the largely Native Alaskan village of Falls Pass. Now, oh, and then there's the time I was in college, and the times that I've worked for several other smaller auto shops. They've all treated me like a king, even when I made a mistake that cost money or caused an issue. They were able to work with me, and we were able to figure things out. No problem. But for whatever fucking reason, Walmart and Dollar General, fuck no. They'll bend you over and fuck you up the ass without lube, covering, and literally they will wrap their fucking junk with razor blades, razor wire, and broken fucking glass before they fuck you up the ass. And that's just how they are. And I'm done dealing with it. And because those are the two dominant companies in the area, and my future wife works for the third one, I'm just done. So what I've been doing is just kind of working for myself. Getting yard care equipment together, doing yard work, welding stuff. Generally, whenever one of my neighbors calls me up and says, hey, they need to borrow me for a project, the answer is usually yes. Okay? I'm just the local handyman. I more or less do stuff for family and friends at this point, and I'm perfectly happy to keep it that way. And so's my fiance, because I've shown her the records and everything else. I even showed her a picture of the friggin' car. That thing got fucked up hard. But what do you expect when you're going 80 miles an hour and you lose control of a vehicle? I would not recommend that, by the way. You know, doing a 1080 in the friggin' roadway is not fun either. But anyway, yeah, so that's the situation on my issues with the with some things. At the end of the day, you are never ever going to be worth a damn thing to your employer. You're just a way for them to make money. And if you think otherwise, you're delusional. It's just the truth. I am the only person doing Fallout 76 on Rumble right now. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna check Kick real quick.
If there's any north, I'll pick it up and drop it for you or not.
I'm one of 2 people streaming Fallout 76 on Kick right now. And there are only 2 people watching it. One watching mine, and another one watching the other guy. I knew I was going to regret looking at that. I shouldn't have looked. Okay. Then we're going to look at the top categories. Old school RuneScape. Well, I'm not against RuneScape. Hey, PUBG is doing better than Fortnite right now. We got IRL actually. Wow. Huh. Maybe I need to start making IRL content for real. Like, I've been contemplating it, but maybe if I can get some permission from some of my friends and other clients, maybe I can strap up a live feed camera of me doing stuff. Because IRL seems to be doing way better than gaming content on Kick. For sure. That, or maybe I just need to put a GoPro on your harness and build the fence around the dooryard and just let you run with a GoPro attached to it and upload it to YouTube. I mean, sure, it's just about the most lazy thing I could do, but it'd probably work. Anyway, I'd usually pitch the line about if you like the content or whatever, but I don't think I'll do that today. Hopefully y'all enjoy the weather, go out and touch some grass, go say hi to your family and loved ones, and I don't know, pick up a religious text and start reading and studying, and for the glory of the fucking Emperor, kill the